Welcome to the winter kitchen, the stage of all good things to come from a lot of the food that we put up this summer. This is the hub. This is the heart. This is where it all happens.
So summertime, we're outside a lot. We still, of course, use the kitchen, but wintertime really sees the kitchen getting used a lot. And it's not just the place we cook, it's also the place we tend to congregate during the day.
It really is. It becomes this, hub of life and activity and conversation and questions. And, especially because we homeschool and we work from home. So the 6 of us are here all day, every day. And what that means is a lot of meals get made and get served on these countertops. So we wanted to invite you into the winter kitchen to show you what an average week of food consumption looks like for our family.
Because this is something that we do every day, 3 times a day, you do a really good job of finding ways to make it special and to make it enjoyable for the whole family, so it doesn't become something that's, taking away from the atmosphere of our home, but something that adds to it.
One of the most important things I think we've done as a family is prioritizing this time around the table. 3 times a day, we sit down, we look into each other's eyes, we have conversation, and you get to know people pretty well. So winter meals look a little bit differently from our farm because we eat so much of what we grow, though we do bring in, certain treats like oranges throughout the year. We're eating out of the root cellar, which means a lot of beets, a lot of potatoes, a lot of meat and cabbages, ferments, jams, jellies, delicious food, but a lot different than the food that we eat in the summertime. And because we homeschool, some of the meals are simple and quick and designed to just put sustenance in our bellies. And some are designed to inspire, to settle us down, to be a little bit richer. So you get the full gamut of experiences throughout the week from the kitchen.
Part of the winter kitchen is just kind of changing your expectations, obviously, because you're not pulling stuff fresh out of the garden. But there's actually, if you can allow yourself to do that, there are a lot of interesting flavors from the preserves and ferments and whatnot, things that you don't get during the fresh summer and spring gardens. And so a lot of kitchen time is figuring out how to do that well, how to use those preserves well.
And how to keep it exciting.
Yeah. But I think you do have to almost train yourself and train your expectations to know that it's going to be a little different than the fresh spring and summer
And
foods.
It should be.
Mm-hmm.
Outside's different. The gardens are different. Our bodies are different. We operate different in the wintertime, but I'm glad that we're able to store so much and to be able to have trained our palates to enjoy it just the same.
Well, and that is kind of what it takes. It takes some training, I think.
That brings up actually an important point. What you see us cooking in this video is what our children eat. And I get a lot of questions about kids not eating things, having picky eaters. So I don't make kid food. I don't make special dishes for the littles. Of course, they have their likes and dislikes, but, they just eat what we make. And that's the way we roll. As much as I'd love to be in this kitchen creating works of art, I've also had to come to terms with the fact that, we can't do that all the time. There is a place for just getting something on the table and feeding mouths. And then there is a place for, stretching your culinary muscles and creating something beautiful and challenging. And so we've kind of reserved those recipes for the weekend, a time where we can just let loose a little bit more, have a little bit more time, a little bit more freedom. And then the week while we're schooling, keeping things a little simpler, a little bit more pared back.
Well, and I think the cooking community has also been a big source of inspiration for stretching, your repertoire and also trying new things and testing recipes and whatnot. Of course, we get to be the recipients of all of that, which is usually really, really good.
Part of what keeps things so fun in the kitchen for me is creating new recipes every month for our cooking community. We're in there recording instructional videos and taking food photographs and cultivating new flavors, and it keeps things really exciting. For those of you who'd like more information on the cooking community, check out cook.theelliottHomestead.com.